Mm-hmm. La la la. What's taking so long? What's going on? Okay, there we go. Okay, we got that. Sorry guys, it's being slower than usual. I have to delete a bunch of stuff from my phone. I don't have an SD card, so I have to keep deleting things. Otherwise, all my memory um, gets used up, and that causes everything to slow down. Okay, so I'm sure some of you are wondering why that thumbnail picture is up of the hairless chimpanzee, and I was going to upload a video that I had made about that this morning, but I don't want to because it's probably more negative than I want it to be, so I'll just go ahead and give you the general gist of why that picture is there. I already told you this, and not to continue telling the same story over and over again, but when it came to being in school and dealing with abusive people, I had, like elementary school, middle school, and high school, I had the most trouble, with my own race. And like I said, we live in a very racist, mean, wicked world, and to have, your own kind attack you when, the world hates black people, mystifies me. So the reason why that picture is there is because there was this one person I went to elementary school and middle school with, this black female, about 2, maybe 3 times my size, not very attractive in the face. Okay, so I just got kicked off when I was in the middle of trying to tell you guys something, so I'm going to try to go ahead and make this as quick as I can. Like I said, there was this girl that I went to elementary school and middle school with, another black female. Like I said, she's about 2 times, maybe 3 times bigger than me at the time. Not attractive in the face at all, but had the audacity to be calling me ugly, looking like the way she looked. You know what I mean? That's almost like Rob Schneider calling Jason Momoa ugly. So the reason why you see the picture of the hairless chimpanzee is a couple of years back, I kind of sort of confronted this person and said that, you would really have no room to talk, seeing as how you look like a shaved ape. Now, see, that was wrong of me to say, and that was a couple of years back. When I was really, really angry about it. The thing is, and how do I say this? There's a lot of abuse and trauma in my life that I never healed from. I wasn't able to come to terms with certain things before I got addicted to drugs. So when I was addicted to drugs, I wasn't caring about anything. I didn't care about the past. I didn't care about this, didn't care about that, didn't care about anything except for getting high, right? So now that I'm clean and sober, especially like in the beginning of my recovery, all I could think about is all these things that happened in my life. And now when you're clean and sober, you cannot self-medicate. You cannot numb those feelings. You have to sit there with your feelings and with, the trauma you experienced and with this and with that. You have to be able to sit with it and you have to be able to heal from it because you cannot medicate anymore, obviously. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's why a lot of this stuff that happened 20, 30, even 40 years ago still bothers me. But I also take responsibility for stooping down to their level, stooping down to the level of some very, obviously disturbed people. I mean, really, it's like, there's an elephant, walking on the beach, and a blue whale breaches the water, flies through the air, goes back into the water, and the elephant is gonna sit there and, no, it's the other way around. It's like the blue whale is the one calling the elephant big. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just ridiculous. And, that just really, really made me angry. It's like, really, you're looking the way you look, and you're going to have the audacity to sit there and talk crazy to me about how I look when we're both black females in a world that hates black people. It's like, okay, cool, if that works for you. But, what they say, what goes around comes around. I mean, we all have to be held accountable for the stuff that we've done, especially if we're not sorry for it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's crazy. And I feel like I have to, live the rest of my life to atone, for all the stuff that I have done. And I'm very, very sorry for the life I've lived. I'm sorry that I hurt people. I'm sorry, for everything, But that pain is still there. So, and it's just a matter of working through it And I try to do what I can to help others. I like to see people smile. That's my thing. And I feel like I'm going to, spend the rest of my life trying to make up for everything that I did. I think that's called a living amends, right? But yeah, I guess the point was I shouldn't have let the people get to me like that, especially, let it stick with me for so many, many, many years. Yep. But like I said, it's not just the disrespect, it's the audacity of somebody with no room to talking crazy to you. And you all know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, I could see if it was like, Paris Hilton or whoever, one of these really, really good-looking celebrities that everybody is fawning over. But somebody who you look better than on your worst day than they look on their best day, coming up and talking crazy to you. I mean, I feel like, there's some issues going on with them inside. Obviously woundedness and brokenness like we all have at varying degrees, but that's just beyond ridiculous. So if y'all wanted to know why that picture of the hairless chimpanzee is on on this video, that's why. Now, chimps, they're terrifying enough. They're highly aggressive, just savage animals. And to see them without hair is unbelievably terrifying, because we all know what they're capable of. And then seeing all the muscle and stuff is like, oh man, yep, you stay over there, I'll be over here. Bye. See ya. Yeah, crazy. Let's see. I'm trying to think of something I could do a review for since I'm already on here. But I don't know, I can't think of anything to review. Oh yeah, I'm still, promoting this this channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And we're not fancy around here. I don't care. I'm not going to come in here and be like, oh yes, life is so perfect, and here's this product I'm endorsing, and I'm so cool, I'm so beautiful, look at this. Yeah, I don't have time for that. It's hard enough to be a normal, relatively normal human being and be yourself in this world. I don't see how people have time, to be so fake and so superficial and stuff. I would imagine that would drive a person insane. I just do not understand it. Because in this world, no matter what you do, people are still going to hate you. They're still going to judge you. They're still going to have opinions about you. Negative opinions. And I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying, that's just how the world works. Why do you think plastic surgeons are pretty well off? Especially when it comes to these celebrities. A lot of them are scared to grow old because they know if they quote-unquote grow old, they won't have any appeal anymore. So they want to stay as young looking as they can for as long as they can. Well, thank God I'm not a celebrity. That's cool. Okay, what was I doing? I was trying to look up new movies. We'll see. Why is that not working? Wait. Enter. There. Rumors. Recent popular movies. Smile. It Ends With Us. Blink Twice. I got one more Jack Reacher book. I forgot the title. I haven't even started reading the first one I bought. I have 3 now. Filter by subgenre. What's crazy though is when it comes to genres and cultures and stuff, it's crazy how a lot of these casinos, the people who go to these casinos, it's like they have their own subculture. You know what I mean? There's a whole host of different reasons as to why people go, and it seems like if you're looking for something that may not be legal, there's a lot of people around there that are either looking for the same thing or can help you get what you're looking for. It's just beyond bizarre. Like the kind of people that I've seen at the casino. Okay, you got the ones that are there, just to gamble, just to blow off steam, not to, go crazy and blow all their money, right? They're just there, for fun, and then they gamble a little bit, and then they leave. And then you got the hardcore compulsive gamblers. I mean, they will not stop. They can just blow thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in a very short amount of time. But then again, there are also those who have a lot of money. So losing a lot of money isn't a big deal to them. They don't care. They'll just go get more and just keep on gambling and gambling and gambling and gambling, right? And then you have the other people who are there looking to make the people with the money their victims. They're looking to rob them if they win big, looking to steal their cash out vouchers if their back is turned, looking to steal their phones, looking to steal their purse, wallet, whatever. Or if they win a big jackpot, they're going to follow this person, these people around, follow them out the casino door, and then rob them in the parking lot or whatever, or follow them home. Then you have the people who are looking to score drugs. You have the people who are there selling the drugs. Oh yeah, and then, you have the people who are looking for companionship. And then you have the people there, who are offering, companionship. It was so crazy. There was one night I was outside the Emerald Queen Casino. It was nighttime. I was outside. I don't even know what I was doing, just standing there waiting for somebody. I don't know. But, yeah, see, my teeth are all messed up. So I turned around, and at the front door, there's this young, beautiful woman wearing this very nice gown, lots of makeup, her hair was all done up, and then she with this super older dude who's like, I'd say she was like maybe, maybe early 20s, while he was probably, in his late 70s, early 80s. Made me think of Stan Lee. Dude kind of looked like him. But, so he's, getting close to this female, right? And then there's a security guard just standing there. They like to make sure that, they check IDs when people are headed in. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But I guess the old dude thought that the security guard was watching him, and so he's like, "What are you looking at? You ever seen a man with a good-looking woman before?" I was thinking, dang, I wasn't even in my right mind back then. But I was thinking, wow, that's like something out of a movie. I got a pretty woman or whatever, you know what I mean? It's one of those things I never saw in real life. And then, lo and behold, here's this super old dude with this young female, all dressed up and looking beautiful and stuff. It's like, wow, that's like it's like a Hollywood or something. That was interesting. But I also get easily bored, so I ended up either leaving or going inside the casino. I don't know. Some of my memories are just like not there anymore. I cannot access certain things from my past. It's crazy. I feel like that's a defense mechanism. Because I'm already, trying to let go and heal from the things that I do remember. Why, pile more on top of that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like I said, healing is a process. Recovery and sobriety is not for the faint of heart. I keep saying that. The downfall of Diddy, yeah, who cares? Ugh. Never liked him anyways. He reminds me of some of the dudes I went to school with. See, Slingshot, that looks like it might be a good movie. Yep. Fall Guy, yeah, I heard that bombed. It wasn't a box office success at all. Which is weird, because wasn't Ryan Gosling like a big hit in that Barbie movie, which I never saw? Long legs? That's weird. Cuckoo? Arcadian. Parallel. Yeah. Ooh, Spaceman. I wonder what that's about. Let me click on that and see. What I was disappointed in is the fact that I Am Number 4 never had a sequel. It's another one of those movies. The first one, I Am Number 4, it takes a lot of heat from people and stuff, fans of sci-fi or whatever, but I thought it was a pretty good movie. I really liked it a lot. And I guess it was a series, a book series or whatever. And I was hoping that they would do a sequel so we could find out what happens. Would John Smith, would he go back to that town and reconnect with that girl that he fell in love with? Or would it be something completely different? You know what I mean? And Alex Pettyfer, he's a pretty, solid actor in that movie. But it's almost like, I'm sure he's probably doing projects now, but it's nothing that I've heard of. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like he dropped off the map when he had made some kind of comment about Johnny Depp. And it's like, wow, if you're kind of sort of new to Hollywood or whatever, you don't go attacking somebody like Johnny Depp. Come on now. Common sense, yo. Okay, Spaceman. What's it about? It follows an astronaut sent on a mission to the edge of the solar system who encounters a creature that helps him resolve his earthly problems. Yeah, right. It's rated R, but a lot of those sci-fi movies are. That makes me think of this dream that I had. Like, I don't even know how long ago it was. I feel like I had like some of the craziest dreams when I was like super, super new to recovery, right? Let's see. Okay, so the general gist of the dream that I had, and like I said, it was years ago. I think it was like probably 2017, 2018, I don't know. But it started out with me walking down this random arbitrary sidewalk in a random town with some extraterrestrials. I guess, we had made first contact with this alien species, right? And it's weird, too, because I'm pretty sure they look like the Roswell Greys. So, of all the people on the planet, they wanted to give them a tour of this world and educate them on this planet. It was me in this dream, right? Big mistake, because we're just walking down the sidewalk, and I'm nonchalantly telling them about, well, at least American history, and I'm trying to explain to them about, okay, so, people like me, we're dark-skinned, so we're being discriminated against these people and slavery and this and that. Suffice it to say, my mouth, the things I was saying to these beings, it didn't make humanity look good at all. And it was, and the things I was saying, I was putting everything very eloquently. I can't do that now because this is real life and not the dream. But it was really bizarre. I'm telling them all this stuff, and they're just walking alongside me and like, really? And for some reason they were able to speak English. Yeah, don't blame me. I watch a lot of sci-fi, that's why. But, in Star Trek, they have a universal translator. That's why everybody's able to understand everyone. Uglies, let's see. Interesting. Uglies 2024, it's a drama. Oh, I think I've heard of this one. Let's see. In a futuristic dystopia with enforced beauty standards, a teen awaiting mandatory cosmetic surgery embarks on a journey to find her missing friend. Geez, that sounds like how the world is now. Oh. Yeah. No. Nope, that wouldn't be something I would be interested in. By any means. Nope. Yeah, Slingshot, what was it about? An astronaut struggles to maintain his grip on reality aboard a possibly fatally compromised mission to Saturn's moon, Titan. See, that's weird, too. Lawrence Fishburne's in that one, too. Makes me think of that movie, what was it called? Event Horizon, with him and Sam Neill and some other people, where, everybody was losing their grip on reality. But I didn't finish that particular movie. Too bloody for my taste. I don't like super needlessly bloody movies. I won't watch them. Ugh. Parallel, what's that? Parallels, thriller drama. Let's see. Parallel follows the journey of Vanessa, a grief-stricken woman who mysteriously finds herself navigating between parallel spaces. See, some of these movies are really mind-trippy. Like, really bad. I'm trying to think of one that threw me for a loop that I've seen relatively recently. I don't know. I have to think about it. Okay, what's this? Arcadian with Nick Cage. Horror, action, rated R. Arcadian, a father and his twin teenage sons fight to survive in a remote farmhouse at the end of the end. Yeah, no, I don't like that post-apocalyptic. Yeah, I don't like all that. I'd have enough stuff going on in this world now. That kind of, yeah, that kind of makes things, it makes you feel a little bit worse. It's like, I wonder, could this really happen? Well, maybe, who knows? Megalopolis. Who's in that? Let's say. Oh, Adam Driver. Nope. Moving on. VHS Beyond. How many of y'all still remember, VHS and Blockbuster and Hollywood Video? It's one of the reasons why I like Captain Marvel, is because it takes you back, to the 1990s when things, life has never been ideal, but back in the 90s things were a little bit simpler, you know what I mean? So watching that kind of, I don't know, it kind of took me back to that time. You had the video stores, and then Nirvana was playing, and yeah, it was cool. Still haven't seen the Marvels yet. Just hasn't, it doesn't interest me right now. I'm easily bored. Borderlands? Wait, let's see, VHS. Okay, VHS Beyond is a 2024 found footage horror anthology film produced by Bloody Disgusting, the sequel to VHS 85, which came out in 2023. It is the 7th installment. Okay. Okay. It's funny, I was talking to some of my other Christian friends about this idea I had for this a little video, okay? Let's see if I can describe it quickly. Okay, so in this little video, in my little movie I would make, rapture has already happened, tribulation period is over. So everything that the Bible said would happen has already happened. It's already done and over with, right? So all the chosen ones who are up in heaven, they're, having a good time. They're, they were saved. Jesus saved them, right? So, as the believers are off, doing whatever, exploring heaven and whatnot, you have God and Jesus talking, right? And Jesus is telling God, well, he's like, well, I gave them some rules up here. Well, actually, no, there's only one rule. You can eat from whatever tree you want, but you can't eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, right? And then God's like, well, why did you do that? You already saw how it happened, what happened the first time. That's how sin entered the world in the first place, because they didn't listen to what I had to say. So what makes you think that they're going to listen to you? And Jesus is like, well, do you really think that after thousands and thousands of years of pain and suffering and sin and this and that they haven't learned their lesson? Of course they're going to listen. They're not going to do that, right? And then, Jesus is like, well, I gotta go. I'm gonna go check on everyone, see how things are going. So he heads over to where the tree of the knowledge of good and evil is, and it's behind this door, right? So he opens up the door, and then there's a bunch of people eating from the tree. And then he's like, what the? And then that's how, the movie ends. But obviously it'd be more colorful than that. But yeah, I thought that would be pretty interesting to make a little movie about that. Because I don't know. People are something else. Tell them not to do something that makes them want to do it that much more, whether it's good for them or not. Human nature to engage in foolish behavior. But thank God we have God's goodness and mercy. I know I need it. I need a lot of grace and mercy in my life. Not perfect. Don't claim to be perfect. I try to take one day at a time like everybody else. And life is a struggle, man. Like I said, it's a struggle. But it doesn't always have to be. Alright, well, I have to go. I have a bunch of paperwork to fill out. I have a virtual consultation tomorrow morning so I can figure out what's going to happen with my teeth. I want to get that all taken care of as soon as possible because, it's really bothering me, especially with the holidays approaching, and, it's a pain. So like I always say, please pray for me. It'd be greatly appreciated. Prayer always helps. Also, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. Thank you for staying with me this long. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you all and have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.